All right, back for another beer review, and today I'm reviewing a beer from Mikkeller Brewing San Diego, and they're of course out of San Diego, California. And this is their fruit face, and this is the version with peaches, grapefruit, ginger, and tea. So this is a base Berliner Weisse brewed with the aforementioned ingredients. Comes in at 4% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in the time of review. This beer is almost 5 months old. So this has been in my fridge for a couple months now. It got kind of lost in the back of the fridge. Been looking for a time to drink it. And you know what? I guess early December is better than never, right? Yeah, let's do it. It's like 20 degrees outside, half foot of snow on the ground. Let's drink a 4% Berliner Weisse. I'm not a seasonal drinker, as I've mentioned before, but you know, probably not ideal. So I really like what Mikkeller San Diego has been doing over the past year and a half. And we actually have some of their Mikkeller New York City beers have showed up here recently. I'm probably gonna have to pick up some of those and give them a go as well, but we'll see what this one has going on with it. A lot of stuff going on. As you guys know, I love kettle sours, and especially Berliner Weisses and Goses. And when it comes to like fruited or Berliner Weisses with a bunch of ingredients, I'm into it, although there's a lot going on in this one, so I don't know if I'm gonna dig it or not, but that's why we try these beers, right? Of course. We'll see if the label stays on here. This side of it over here on the right where it says has the Mikkeller logo, it keeps on peeling off. And I've noticed that with a lot of Mikkeller San Diego beers. Anyway, pours out this slightly hazy orange color. Definitely some sediment in there, about a finger of a bright white head. Kind of looks fluffy on there. Not really creamy, but fluffy. Almost, not quite soapy, but yeah, it looks all right. Nothing going on. I got my Bellwoods wine glass here with the chip in it because I'm going to drink. No, I'm not going to. Well, I'll have to turn it sideways so I don't cut my lip. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get a nose. Now, this has been out of the fridge for about a half an hour, so we're talking probably in the 50 to 55 range at this point. I'm really not picking up a whole lot. Honestly, this kind of smells like a base Gose. There's more salinity in the nose than anything else, but it definitely has a tartness as well, but more to the lemon side of things. I actually sent this to a fellow beer tuber in front of mine, Hanyolo. It's Hanyolo, trust me. And I sent him a hashtag mystery beer it forward beer mail, and I included this as one of the mystery beers because I just thought it'd be interesting to see if he could pick out the unique characters in this one, because they're using peaches, they're using grapefruit and ginger and tea. And he did pick up on peaches, definitely mentioned that, but he struggled with the other ones, and I knew he would because I think this would be a very, very tough beer to review blind. I'm reviewing it knowing what's in here. I'm still not picking up on anything but like a lemon tartness. Yeah, just like a lemon tartness. Like I said, some salinity. I would think this is a base Gose. Maybe some grapefruit now, but again, that could be mistaken for a lot of things. Even just the light hopping they're doing in here. I'm probably doing a light dry hopping on this one. So I don't know. I could sit here and bullshit you, but I'm only picking out really the lemon tartness, a little bit of salinity, maybe a touch of grapefruit, and that's it. The rest of the characters, the peaches, the ginger, and the tea, nah. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers. The finish, I get the tea in the finish. That's nice. The finish is really unique and cool. Yeah, there's not a lot here, honestly. It drinks a bit bigger than 4%. The body's like lower side of medium to straight up medium body, which is crazy for 4%. That's hard to do. So props to Mikkeller for that. The mouthfeel, very spritzy and effervescent. There's a lot of carbonation in this one. Quite a bit, actually. After each sip, like the carbonation is just like removing any character that is still left on my palate. I'm left with that slight tea finish, but that's about it. It's not a bad beer in the least. It's just peaches, grapefruit, ginger, and tea. Peaches, no. Grapefruit, yeah. Ginger, not really. Tea, yes, definitely on the finish. This is unique, but here's the problem I have with this beer is that they're throwing in a 16-ounce can. I think I paid like maybe even more than $5 for this can. I don't know. It was at least $4, probably no more than $6, but somewhere in the $4 to $6 range for a 4% Berliner Weisse. And the problem I have with it is that with all those different, the peaches and the grapefruit and the ginger and the tea, really only picking up on half of them. And what is there isn't all that in your face and bold anyway. This is drinking like a solid, well-made Berliner Weisse with not a lot going on. Pretty much on the palate, I get a little bit of like a white grapefruit because it has like a little bit of a bitter sensation. I'm getting a salinity from something. I don't think they're using sea salt because they would just call this a goza most likely. Then again, there's Berliner Weisse, has wheat in it. I don't know. But not really picking up on the peaches, not picking up on the ginger. The grapefruit is there. And the tea on the finish, you're left with like this almost black tea-like finish to it, which is nice. But again, all these different flavors going on. It's really not all that complex. It's definitely refreshing though. And like the one consistent with this beer, there is a nice like lemony tartness. The finish almost reminds me of like a black tea with a touch of lemon in it. That's about the furthest I can say that any of these ingredients are imparting any kind of flavor in here. As far as ratings go, you guys know I rate just to how much I enjoy it. If I was rating this to like style, and when I'm talking style, I'm talking a Berliner Weisse with these 4 ingredients, I'd give it like a 2.5 out of 5. I'd barely pass it. It's just, you know, for as many ingredients as they're using, it's really not showing. As far as personal enjoyment, I'm going to give it a straight 3.5 out of 5. It's a good Berliner Weisse. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no off flavors. It's super refreshing. But again, I could get a lot of different Berliner Weisses that are just regular old Berliner Weisses or gozas for half the price and be happy. So I'm pretty disappointed in this one. I doubt this is probably on the shelves wherever you guys see Mikkeller San Diego. If you do see this, my personal recommendation, which is always try the beer and don't rely on somebody's stupid palate like myself. But my personal recommendation would be I would forego this one because I know they do a bunch of different versions of Fruit Face. I'd probably go and grab one of them before this one just because I just don't think you're getting enough of all those ingredients they're putting in there for the cost and whatnot. So yeah, I don't think the price point is proper for this one, but whatever. It happens. Anyway, decent beer. Appreciate you guys stopping by for another review. Until the next one, cheers.